Hey guys, what's up? This is Mario back again with another episode of the Optimized Health YouTube channel. And I mentioned this in one of my first videos when I think I was making keto nachos. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. But for me, one of my biggest fears when I was starting to do the keto diet was like, hey, I may have to give up some of my favorite things, which are like beer, pizza, and nachos. And so I already made a video on nachos, so I figured what more appropriate thing to make than an episode about beer. So today I'm going to review eight beers. And these are all low-carb beers that are probably going to be able to fit within the normal keto macros. And so my methodology for selecting the beers that I'm going to review is going to be one, they're available at Walmart. Walmart's the closest grocery store to me. And then two, they're all below 5 net carbs. That's just like an arbitrary number that I picked, but I figured nobody has just one beer. And so, I'm looking out for you guys. I'm trying to only select things that are probably going to fit within, the lifestyle, right? Because this is not about a diet. This is about a lifestyle. So I have I have 8 beers, and I'm going to review them one by one and kind of give you guys my thoughts. I have some notes about them. So, if you are a beer fan, and you're doing the keto diet, this is probably a staple, right? Michelob ULTRA. This is probably like the go-to beer for a lot of people. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs, right? So, you can definitely probably have more than one of these. 4.2 ABV, and this is a little scary because there's a website called Beer Advocate. And Beer Advocate rates this beer 1.9 out of 5, right? I've had this before, and Well, let me try it and tell you guys what I think. Okay, a couple disclaimers too. One, I'm not a beer snob, right? I crave beer, probably just like the next person. Like every now and then, I'm like, oh man, I want a beer. So I don't know like all the fancy words, etc. It's like I drank a lot of beer in college, and every now and then I want a beer. And so with that being said, this tastes like a light beer. It's not terrible. Like I said, I think it definitely would satisfy a craving. But actually, it's not bad. Like I said, I've had it before. It's a go-to beer. It's generally available kind of everywhere, so it's a safe bet. Doable, definitely drinkable, and it tastes like a light beer. So from Michelob, they also have this other one too, which I saw today. This one is Michelob ULTRA, but it's a pure gold. It has this USDA organic label on it, so it kind of makes you feel better. This one is actually a couple fewer calories. This one is 85 calories, where the regular Michelob is 95. 2.5 carbs. The regular Michelob is 2.6, so 0.1 carbs less. It's a 3.8 ABV, so it's not as bitter. And it actually has a little bit higher rating on the Beer Advocate scale. This is 2.94. So let me give this one a go. All right. It's hard to tell the difference. Hold on one second. Honestly, I really don't notice a difference. I guess like if I had to choose between one of the two, it's like really dependent, right? So this one's like a gold label. This one's kind of like a blue. If they have this, I would get it for no other reason besides it's got that little USDA organic logo. I don't think it necessarily tastes any better. I'm surprised the Beer Advocate gave it like 1 whole point higher. I don't think it's justified. I think maybe just this one's not as readily available. More people tried that. They're both drinkable. They're both better than what I think I'm going to drink, which I'm not terribly excited about. So this next one, Miller Lite. I drank a little bit of this in college, and it was never my favorite. It's really, to me, it's kind of hoppy. But let's see what it has to offer. So this one's 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 4.2 ABV. Actually has a decent. It says it's a 2.2 out of 5 on the Beer Advocate scale. Yep, I remember that taste. You know what? I didn't realize that this was only 3.2 carbs. I always thought like, hey, the go-to if you're kind of doing the low carb thing was going to be a Michelob ULTRA. But now knowing that I can take a Miller Lite, again, like I don't really know all the details, like a Pilsner or an ale or all that stuff. Like, I'll be honest with you, like I just like beer. It tastes like Miller Lite, right? I think we all know what Miller Lite tastes like. It's drinkable. Definitely a very different taste than the Michelob, right? Again, I taste a lot more. It just tastes different. I don't know if that's hops or what exactly it is that I'm tasting, but it just reminds me of drinking Miller Lite in college. So I'm surprised. I'll be honest with you. I'm glad that I'm doing this because I don't think I ever would have given Miller Lite another shot. Probably not going to be my go-to. Probably not going to be my favorite. I know what I have coming up. But I'm glad that I did this because I forgot what Miller Lite tastes like, and it's definitely very drinkable. Okay, next we have a Bud Light, but not just a regular Bud Light. This is a Bud Light Platinum. This one is, okay, it's going to be the one that has the highest calories. Whoa, getting some some burps coming in already. All right, so this one's the highest calories. So the Michelob Ultra, the first one was 95. The Golden one was 85. Miller was 96. This is 137 calories. So definitely a higher calorie beer. A higher carbs too, 4.4 carbs. Higher ABV though, 6%. And then 2.23 out of 5 on the Beer Advocate. So it's my first time ever trying this. Excited. Yeah, it's good actually. So my go-to beer when I was in college and kind of drinking cheap beer, it was always the Coors Light. And to me, that's pretty good. Tastes like a Coors Light, which is good. It means I can. This is really really good. It is a little bit higher in carbs. Like I don't know what the math is. I think you could have almost. This is bad. So you could have, let's see, 2, 4. You could have 3 of the Michelobs and only 2 of these, and that's kind of like the same. But this definitely tastes better, in my opinion. This Bud Light Platinum, yeah, it's pretty good. It's been my favorite so far. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. All right, again, another one that I haven't had since college. Good old Natty Light. Bring on the Natty Light. I love it how it's like in this big can. And I don't think it comes any other way. I didn't know they sell it in anything less than like a 30-pack. I think this was a 6-pack. But I'm not excited about this one either. 95 calories, 3.2 carbs, 4.2 ABV, and Beer Advocate rating of 1.72. By far and away the lowest. The people that supposedly know their beer, this has got the lowest rating. I don't know. It tastes like I want to play beer pong. Again, it tastes like beer. I just don't think, like, if I was going to the grocery store to get beer, I'd be like, get me some Natty Light. I mean, it's drinkable. But what's crazy to me is, like, man, it just goes to show you like the marketing, because I always thought Michelob was like the king of low carb beers. And I'm looking at it. So Natty Light is 3.2 carbs. Michelob is almost one full carb less. But I'm trying to see if I have the price. So the Miller and the Natty. So for a 6-pack of, I guess, tall boys, I don't know what you call it, 16-ounce Natty Lights, it was $5, right? No wonder why we're drinking it in college. And for a 12-pack of the Michelob, it was $14, so it was $7 for basically a 6-pack, I guess is what it would come out to. So it's like almost 30, if not 50% more to get Michelob, but it just shows you like the marketing. And how like, again, I always see it like on the golf tournaments and everything like that, you know, sponsored by Michelob, and like it's well known that that's kind of like the low carb beer. But I mean, I don't necessarily think that I prefer a Michelob now doing this over a Natty Light. They both are kind of terrible. So knowing that, I don't know, like I'm probably bang for the buck, kind of getting it done, right? Not under impressed with the Natty Light. So I hate to admit it, but I'm pleasantly surprised. Natty Light tastes halfway decent in the big scheme of things. All right, so next we have, I'm excited about this one. This is the first time I've ever seen this. This is a Corona Premier. And I guess this is their low-carb version. Only 90 calories, 2.6 carbs, which means it's as low as the Michelob, right? I don't know if they have it in the cans, but at the Walmart that I went to, they only had it in this bottle. And so let's see, 2.6, 4 ABV, and it came in actually pretty high, I mean, relatively. 2.27, no, 2.72, excuse me, on the Beer Advocate scale. So let's see. Hey, that tastes like a Corona, which is a compliment. Definitely very different than all the other beers. And like, if you wanted a Corona, I think you can taste that. It's definitely a lot lighter than a traditional Corona, but it tastes like a Corona still, which is great. Man, I really like that one. All right, so best bang for the buck, and I hate to admit it so far, has probably been the Natty Light. If you're looking for something to get it done, I think that's a good option. Probably the best one. It's close, right? I really like the Corona because it tastes like a Corona. Really impressed with the Bud Light. It tastes really, really good. This really calls into question me thinking that Michelob has got the game on low carb beers, and I'm impressed. All right, last two, which I'm really excited about, and like I said, so I'm in San Antonio, Texas. I just went to Walmart and grabbed a couple of beers that were kind of under 5 net carbs. So I don't know if they have this brand in every place, but I'm really excited about these last two. This is a local beer, local-ish beer. I think it's pretty big, called Shiner. And like in college, if you like went to like a really cool party, like they had Shiner, they had the Shiner Bock, and this is Shiner beer, but it's their light blonde, and this has 99 calories, 3.8 carbs, 4.2 ABV, and it has again halfway decent 2.78 rating from Beer Advocate, and so let's give it a shot. It's really good. Oh, wow. It does have almost like, I know it's a blonde, and you get to see like how terrible my beer education is. It tastes like it says it's a blonde, but it's got that little bit of an aftertaste, kind of like an IPA. And I'll be honest with you, it's really good. Very, very different than the Corona, very different than all the other light beers that I've had. Like, this is something that I used to drink. Like when I was like doing it big, and not on a low carb diet. Like, this has a really good taste, and I love it. Yeah, that one's really, really good. Like, I would drink that and be like happy as a clam. Again, 99 calories. Okay, it's a little bit higher in carbs, 3.8. I mean, I would probably choose the Corona over the Shiner, just because it has a little bit lower carbs. And I prefer, like, this with salt and lime. I'd be heaven. I'd be in heaven. But I'm impressed that. Oh my gosh, that Shiner. Like I said, I've had it before. It's really, really good, which makes me excited about our last contender. So this was always like one of my favorite beers. Just like to go to, like, when I drink this, I just want to be at a pool or on a beach and in the middle of summer, which is what we are, right? So this is the Shiner. This is the Ruby Redbird. But caution, because I've seen the Shiners before, and not all of them are so this, I don't know if they just recently changed their recipe or whatnot, but this one is 3.1 carbs and only 95 calories. And I don't remember the regular Ruby grapefruit. So this is made, I think, from like grapefruits in South Texas. I don't think they're and ginger. Their regular Ruby Red has this. So if this is the one that you're going to get, make sure it's the one that's 95 calories, right? So 95. I'm really excited about this because I've had it before. I know it's delicious. I kind of stacked the deck on this one, and here we go. That is so good. It's refreshing. Again, my lack of education in beer, I'm just going to say the words that kind of come out of my mouth. It reminds me of like the Leinenkugels, like Lemon Sandy, where it has that really nice fruit and citrus kind of flavor. The ginger, you can taste the ginger at the end where it has this really nice, like almost like a spice, if you will. All day. Like 100% hands down the winner for me, right? Knowing that I can enjoy one of my favorite beers, and I can probably have 2 or maybe 3 of them and still be kind of like within my keto macros. Super excited about this. I'm glad I found it. Again, by far and away, the best. Like, I crave this. This is great. But I would say coming in really at a nice close second would be the Corona. Which is great. Again, it tastes like a Corona, and I'll be honest, kind of like the surprise was Natty Light. I never in a million years, we're trying to get in a good spot. I never in a million years thought I would go on public record and say Natty Light was even like halfway decent. Again, it's a beer pong beer, but it just makes me realize that again, how good the marketing of companies is, and I think that kind of real quick. This is like my favorite snack, by the way. Like when you're drinking beer, you got to eat something salty, and I'm going to eat some salted pecans. And drink some beer. Anyways, you guys know this, right? I'm really creating this channel for online entrepreneurs and digital marketers. You guys know the value of marketing. And in my opinion, we've all been marketed that this guy right here, well, probably more so, this guy right here is the go-to when it comes to low-carb beers. I don't think so. I don't think it's the best. It is a little bit lower carbs, but I mean, I'll be honest with you. If these are available, I'm going to get one of these, 100%. If they're not, I'd probably go for Miller Lite. Like I'm scanning the what do you call that? The landscape here. I'm seeing all the beers that I had a sip of. Miller Lite was actually again surprising. I'm glad that I did it. Knowing that Michelob is always a good go-to option, that's helpful. by far and away, my opinion, this is the best. Close second, just because it's so different. And then surprise finisher right here. But if you guys like this, if you guys are digital marketers, online entrepreneurs, and you want to live an optimized health lifestyle, meaning if you want to live your best life, if you want to be able to get in the best shape of your life, if you want to be able to enjoy foods and drinks that you like, and not have to sacrifice not only your business but time and the foods that you love to be able to get in the best shape of your life, continue to follow this channel. I plan on producing a lot of like interesting things hopefully that you guys will like. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and give me a like, comment, subscribe. I totally appreciate that. But again, this is Mario with the Optimized Health channel. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. What do you think? What is your favorite low-carb beer? Let me know here in the comments, and I totally appreciate you guys. Enjoy living the ketogenic lifestyle. Enjoy having an adult beverage every now and then. And if there's anything that I can do to help you in this journey, let me know. All right, best wishes. Bye.